So before we actually talk about 86 royalty, let's review back what had happened in the 85th royalty. So 现在就要进入86届了，我们来看回在85届我们的 result 是怎样。Okay, so in the 85th royalty, and of course, every month you have been hearing from me that we are again achieving a new milestone, we are breaking records, so there's a lot of things that is happening. So 在85届，我们有增加了 more than 2,000 new members. We have increased 2,000 new members in 85th royalty, and out of these 2,000 members, we have 500 supervisors also. So 在这个85届，我们有2000的新会员，然后也是有500的主任，然后呢，我们还有的就是多过100的新经理。So we have also 100, more than 100 new managers. So in our business, it is not all about recruiting new people. Of course, that is the most important thing that we need to do to grow our business. But building this business, it is about getting your brand stronger and stronger, and also growing. So 在这个事业呢，不代表85届一完的时候，我们就开始做新的招募等等。当然做新的招募再栽培新的伙伴是很重要的，我们也是要想一下，我们达到的这个85届的 result， 我们要怎样把这些人，因为在85届的时候，我们有很多的活动，就like for example, we have a lot of activities in 85th royalty. We have our manager retreat. So manager retreat, we have new managers as well. And you have bring your business partners to Club Med Bali to attend the international conference. So what do they do after they come back? And in February, especially February, in February itself, we have already increased more than 700 members. So you should know how many increase of new members in your network in the month of February. And now again, March is going to end well as well. So what are you going to do with all the members, all the supervisors, and all the new managers in your network? So it is all about planning how to move forward. So 在这个85届全部的活动 ，especially 在2月份的时候，我们的这一个 recruitment 有60 ringgit voucher， 新会员的60 ringgit voucher， 我们达到的就是 more than 700的新会员。So what are you going to do with it? 你们有了 recruitment，做了这些活动，接下来我们要做的是什么呢？因为在这个事业，我们要的就是你除了找新的 business， 你把85届招募进来的人，也是帮助他们成长，你的network 就会成长到比较快。Okay, and for that we have something for you. We wanted to help you to maximize and leverage whatever you have, so that your 86 royalty is going to be a very good royalty period as well. Okay, now before I tell you about our programs that we have for you for 86 royalty, so let us focus on the objectives first. So 在这个86届，我们也是有一个program. So 这一个 program 呢，就是要帮助你们做跟进的。So 我们在85届有很多的新会员进来，也有很多的新伙伴。So 现在呢，我们的 focus 除了要找新的recruitment 或者是新的事业伙伴，我们也是要 focus 在做跟进会员，所以他们可以成为 supervisor， 所以这个能够把你们提高你的续订率，然后也是可以帮到你找到你的潜能的事业伙伴。所以这个 supervisor 呢，我们要的就是要帮他们开始分享，然后 supervisor 我们要跟进他们，所以他们能够成为一个 manager，所以要帮助他们开始做招募。然后我们现有的 manager 经理跟总监，我们就要跟他们一起配合，然后帮他们栽培他们的下一个 manager。So the objective of the program that we are going to launch is for you to focus on follow up of all the new members that you have recruited in during the active field royalty. It is important for you to help them to grow to another level as well. First thing first is the members follow up with them so that they can be your next supervisor. So this will help you to increase your retention rate and also help you to identify your potential business partner. So this is all about just helping them to start sharing their product experience. And the second category that you should be focusing on would be supervisor to managers. So the supervisors, even if they tell you that they are purchasing the product for their own use and for their family, it is time for you to go to them and tell them about the other benefits, the more benefits that they have, which is to become a manager. Help them to start recruiting to become a manager. And also the last one is your existing manager and executive. So they are already doing what they are doing, but it is important for you to come in and work together with them. Help them to develop their next manager. So by focusing on all this, it will help your business to grow and expand so that you can reach another new milestone in your business. And other than that, of course, we wanted you to focus on getting new businesses as well through recruitments and also developing supervisors and managers. So what we are having for at the 6th royalty is we are going to offer 1,388 cash bonus for those who rank up to 1-star bronze executive or 2-star silver executive, or if you maintain your pet rank for 3 out of 4 months. Okay, so 这一个138的现金，我们会给所有的伙伴，是他们可以晋升去1星或者是2星，或另外一个就是没有晋升的话，是能够 maintain pet rank 3 out of 4 months 的话，也是可以拿到这一个 cash bonus。所以现在我们来看 who can participate in this. So this is for representative to 2-star silver executive 可以参与的就是所有的会员 supervisor 经理1星和2星总监。Alright, so you must be asking me, so what is it for you? You cannot participate. You have no chance to get the 1,388, but it's okay. I will let you know how this incentive can impact your business in a while. So let us look at the qualification first. So 这一个program 的要求呢，就是每一个 qualifier 他们有需要增加他们的 GV 3000 so 3 out of 4 months, so 3个月 3 out of 4 months, okay? Then 第二的条件呢，就是在这个4个月里面，他必须栽培一位新经理，然后这位经理他们要maintain 经理的 status 2 out of 4 months。第三的条件呢，就是要维持 executive status 或者是 parent 3 out of 4 months. So in order to receive the cash bonus, all the qualifiers, they are required to produce an incremental group volume of 3,000 for 3 out of 4 months. Okay, that is the first requirement. The second requirement is they need to develop 1 new manager, okay, latest by 30th June, and this manager will need to maintain their status 2 out of 4 months. And third is all the qualifier, they need to maintain their new executive status or had rank for 3 out of 4 months. Okay, so before I continue, before 我接下去，我想要问的就是你们会有问题吗？ Anybody has any question to ask? If you have, you can on your mind and start asking question. Okay, if not, what you can do is to write down your question in a piece of paper, and as we go along and you would like to ask question, you can let us know as well. Okay, let us look at the first requirement. The first requirement is to produce 3,000 group volume. Okay, so let us look at the example here. So first thing first that you need to know is the GV is for March GV. We are going to look at your GV when after the ending of March. Okay, for example, if by the 31st March, your GV is 2,200, you will need to add in 3,000 GV. So for example, okay, first example is in April, you have 3,300 GV. So it means you only increase your GV by 1,100. So this is not qualified. Okay, so next one, like in May you produce 5,500. So 5,500 minus 2,200, your incremental GV is 3,000. So this one needs to be 3 out of 4 months. Okay. And the second example would be, so you can do that consecutively 3 months, or the example 2. You can also qualify for the incremental of 3,000 GV in any month as long as it is 3 out of 4 months. So 这一个GV 是要成长，我们的需求就是要成长3000的 GV， 所以我们会看你在3月份的 GV。Okay, so for example, 你的3月份的 GV 是2200的话，你就有需要增加3000。所以2200是我们来在4月份你的 GV 起到3300的话，你只是增加1100罢了，所以这个是不 qualify 的。Okay, so 你是增加到5500的话，你就增加了3000 GV， 所以这个我们的要求就是要3个月。Okay, 3 out of 4 months. And example 2也是这个 GV 3 out of 3,000, 3 out of 4 months. Okay, you can do it. 你们可以做的就是 continue 3个月就达到，或者是在哪一个月也 OK， 只是要3次在4个月。Then the second one is to develop one new personal manager. So this manager will need to maintain 2 out of 4 months. And the last date for you to develop a new manager is 30th of June. Okay, 30th of June is because of our requirement is 2 out of 4 months. Okay, let's look at the first example. The first example is you develop one new manager in May. And if this manager maintain their status in the month of July, even though it is not 2 months together, it is the lapse of 1 month, you are still qualified as well. Okay. And the second example is if you develop your new manager in the month of June, your manager will need to maintain their status in the month of July to qualify 2 out of 4 months. Okay, so
第二个条件 ，OK， 第二个条件就是你个人一定要栽培一位新的轻推经理， 这个新的经理在4个月，我们有4个月，就4月到7月吧，有4个月中2个月要保持着经理的资格啊。而这个新经理呢，他最迟要晋升的是在6月30号之前，因为我们要这新经理他要保持2个月嘛，所以就6月、7月。所以这样我们来看一下我们这个 example， 第一个 example， 他在5月晋升为新经理，那他在7月保持250前3分数，所以这个是合格的。那我们看第二个 example， 他在6月晋升为经理，然后他在7月保持着这个经理的资格啊。所以4个月里面很简单的，你的个人轻推的经理要保持2个月。
So the third criteria is to maintain your pet rank. So maintain pet rank, new executive, you will need to maintain 3 out of 4 months. If you are not new executive, you are maintaining your pet rank, you also maintain your pet rank for 3 out of 4 months. So let us look at the first example. So the first example is, okay, you maintain, like for example, now I am a bronze executive, but I am not achieving my pet rank. So in April, I achieved my pet rank. Okay, so I qualified in April. And what I need to make sure is in June and July, I am also meeting at least 20,000 NV to maintain my pet rank. Okay, the second example is if I start maintain my pet rank in April, I can do it April, May, June. So that is qualified as well. And if you are a new executive, so for new executive, you will need to rank up to 1-star executive latest by May. So if when you rank up in May, you will need to maintain 3 out of 4 months. So it means that you need to maintain your new status in May, June, and also July.
Okay, 第3个条件就是在保持着这个中间合格期，就是在4个月里面，那3个月要保持着这个中间的这个合格级别。那当然是最迟是在5月31号之前，如果你是新的新晋升的总监那我们来看一看这个例子例子1就是他在4月保持 pet rank， 6月、7月，所以他已经有，所以这里例子1他已经有保持了3个月的这个 pet rank， 所以他是合格的。第二个 example 就是他可以连续 4月、5月、6月保持着3个月，或者是第3个例子就是他在5月晋升一新总监，然后他就是要保持着3个月，连续3个月。这就是第3个条件。
Okay, now let us look at how will this actually impact your business. Okay, you don't get the 1388 directly with this program, but as a 4-star emerald and above, what you will get is more new and also pet rank executive in your network. Okay, like for example, in generation 1, okay, generation 1, you will help your personnel to maintain pet rank and also develop 1 new executive. Okay, and in generation 2, you work together with your leaders in the 2nd generation, 3rd generation, and 4th generation, help them to be with the same direction as well, and help them to duplicate and leverage this program to in this 86 royalty program. So whenever you have this structure, you yourself do a pet rank executive and also helping your pet rank executive to develop 1 new executive. In total, you will have 5 new and achieved pet rank executive in your network.
Okay, 在这个组织当中， 我们将会有更多更新的或是合格的这个总监的这个，所以在这里我们看的是例子，就是你在第一代你已经有一个 parent 总监，再来第二、第三、第四，所以在这里呢，总共有五个新的或是合格级别的总监，所以当然这个1388是给2星以下的，所以但是你在这个 program 中，你的组织业绩是会增加的。
The second is you will increase your network volume as well. Okay, so let's just say your first generation, you will get additional 26,000 NV, and generation 2, 3, and 4, you will get additional 6,000 for 2 and 3. 4, you are getting additional 20,000 NV. In total, your network volume will increase by 58,000. So 58,000, the requirement is 3 out of 4 months. So it means you will be getting more as well. And with that increment, you will increase your income. Okay, so let's look at the income. So the first generation, you will get 10%. So the additional 26,000 network volume, you will receive 2,600 and 300 for generation 2 and 3, and a new executive in generation 4 will reward you with additional 1,000. So it means total increase of 4,200 monthly commission, and our requirement is 3 out of 4 months. So if you have 4,200 increase for 3 months, you will have additional 12,600.
OK， 大家都知道，当我们的这个组织的业绩增加的时候，我们的收入肯定也是增加。那让我们来看一看现在的例子，是你的第一代就是已经为什么是26千？是因为你的第一代之前它已经是有20千的，它在栽培多一位新的总监，那它的业绩肯定的是20间再加增长6千，所以26千。这第一代你是拿18间的，所以是计算为2600。以此类推的，就是第二代也是协助他们达到他们的这个总监的 parent， 所以也是以1555来计算当我们把这一个4代的业绩增加以钱计算的话，以 commission 来计算的话，那每个月都会有增加大概4200零级。大家不要忘了，这个计划这个 program 是他们必须要保持3个月的所以如果我们以4200来计算3个月的话，你的这个收入将会增加12600零级，这是每个月的3个月里的收入。
And other than that, there's a lot of other impacts in your business as well. So whenever you are working together with your personnel or you are working together with your team, you will help them to become a stronger leader as well. A stronger leader will always develop more strong leadership in their team. So you will have strong leadership that will help you to continue to grow the business. And secondly is that will be your royalty volume as well. When you help all the members from at this 5th royalty to become a leader and they start recruiting in at the 6th royalty, that would be your volume as well. And whenever they are doing it all the way out, they are very eager to do it, that will increase your royalty volume. And of course, if the whole Malaysia, all our emeralds and diamonds here are focusing to help their new managers to become executive and also help their existing executive to maintain their pet rank, the whole volume of the country will grow and you will receive more country pool bonus as well. And that will also help you to be closer or you may even rank up to the diamond rank when you leverage on this program.
在这个本人当中，当然我们可以看到，就是我们可以建立更强的这个领导，还有他们的领导力，因为他们要带陪着他们2个的经理去完成他们的异性哈。当中我们也知道，当我们在做这个本人的时候，肯定的，我们要增加我们的小组分数的话，我们肯定的是要做招募。当我们一做招募，整个团队在做招募的时候，我们的这个落地分红积分就会增加。再来，大家都是积极的在做这个达到个人的这个 pay rank， 还有增加团队的这个表格，那肯定的，这将会带来我们更大的这个sales。所以呢，在这里大家的国家红利会是更加的丰富哦。所以从中呢，我相信很多的这个Emerald 和 Diamond。你们将会获得更多的 MV。那从中，如果目前你是在Emerald 阶级的话，那肯定的，你们将会在一步的接近这个 Diamond 的这个 parent。
And now it is about how do you plan? How do you want to leverage the program that we have for you in this 86 royalty? You need to have action plan and you need to take action immediately. First thing first is you will need to know who is your potential qualifiers. Do you already have a manager that you want to help them to rank up to 1 star? Or you have 1 star who are ready to rank up to 2 star, or who is your 1 star and who is your 2 star who are not at parent. So these are all the people that you will need to reach out to them. Okay, and also aside from your personal, it is about also make sure that this is duplicate thing in your network. Okay, who in your first generation, who they have that they are working together with. So the second generation, who they have that they are working together with. So this is to help everybody to make sure that they are going into the same direction as you. So whenever I say who in your second generation, who in your third generation, it doesn't mean that I am encouraging you to go and do it together with them. You as a leader of the network, you are there to monitor and make sure that the duplication is happening, and all your executive, they will need to go and work together with their own people as well. Second is when you have these potential qualifiers, you have to sit them down with you and coach them to come up with an action plan. So it means that what do they need to do to achieve this? We have to break it down into month by month, week by week, and make sure that they are doing it. And when the plan is ready, as a leader, you will need to help them to review the progress. If they achieve, very good, and you may want them to work hard so that they can finish the qualification earlier. So if they are a little bit backward, how do they need, or what do they need to do so that they can be on progress as what has been planned in their action plan?
在这里呢，大家都是需要有了这个目标，大家都是需要做行动的。所以我们接下来我们就是要知道的就是谁是在你的潜在的这个合格者，你个人听推的，你个人的 supervisor、个人的 manager， 或者是一心要晋升为2星的，这些都是你的潜在的这些达标者。所以呢，就是我们要 make sure 我们这个有复制下去，就是你去知道你的下一个的这个潜在的这个达标者所以呢，我们再复制下去，跟我们的世代里面一起在做这一个这个 program。再来呢，就是当然我们就是要坐下来跟他们做这个行动计划。 那行动计划我们这个有4个月，那当然我们不只是做4个月，可能我们要在更细的每一个星期要做的是什么。所以呢，这样子的话，当我们做审查的时候，我们就很清楚他这一个月他已经做好他个人的这个招募，个人的 GV 达到了多少。那如果他做到的话是很好，如果他没有做，在1个月里面没有完成到他的计划的话，他的行动必须要加速，所以我们必须要告诉他他目前的审查的进度在哪里。
Yeah, so this is what we have for you on the 86 royalty. And for now, I would like to pass the time to Iman for his update.
Good evening, everyone. Okay, wait. Okay. How are you guys, everybody? Okay, I'm sure happy Ramadan to Encik Ni and also Puan Rina. Okay, and siapa lagi? Cik Syam, Kak Zura, Mohariza, and tu je lah kot. Okay, this month, okay, doing charity in Ramadan is actually creates a sense of humanity and belonging in the community. So therefore, I just want to share with you all that New Image Malaysia, with some of you here, has successfully carried out the mission of breaking fast with the special people in a shelter home called Asana House. So here is some of the picture. Okay, as you can see, that we have been breaking fast with them. Okay, there's something in the boxes. So million thanks to all who contributed that we managed to raise the needed funds to buy the basic equipment for their home. So we will create a good video, okay, and check it out on our royalty day. Okay, the next slide. Okay, finally, the next CSR will be the blood drive. And guess what? This year, it will be held at our New Image Malaysia office in PJ. Okay, so it will be held during the month of World Blood Donor Day, which is in June. Okay, so we are inviting not only New Image members, okay, but also the public. I mean that our neighbor lah, okay, in the office here. Okay, then so take this advantage of this opportunity, and you can bring your team or you can meet new peoples in this event. So the date has been confirmed in this 13th of June, and I hope you share it with your team members. Okay, we will also be giving awareness 2 months before the event. And for your information, the theme for Blood Donor Day this year is blood donation is an act of unity. So join the effort and save the life of human. Okay, so that's all from me, and let's welcome your favorite country manager, Sharon Lu.
Thank you, Iman. Good evening to everyone, and welcome to April. Now we have to change the name called Leadership Update. So 首先要欢迎大家，我们在3月的最后一天，我们聚在一起来讲4月份的开始。First of all, I would like to welcome our Emerald Executive to all our diamonds. As you can see just now, Melissa have also mentioned that, change the slide, also mentioned that, or maybe you can take away the slide. We have a new executive joining us. So that is where I want to take the time to welcome all of them. And let's welcome Kelly Lai. I think Kelly, hi Kelly, I was like looking for you. So Kelly Lai, our 4-star Emerald executive from Penang, and she's from Sasa team. And Alicia Chong from brand new team, welcome. And also Amy Kill, also from brand new team, right? So we want to welcome them because their goal is to rank up to diamond. And it's only right time now, we start with 86 royalty period. to include them into this key leadership meeting so that they can bring the first-hand information back to their team and they can also drive their team as soon as possible. So 欢迎你们加入这一个key leader meeting, and we hope to have additional new diamond executive soon for Malaysia. All right, so welcome. So then the other thing is like I want to congratulate everyone who have achieved Bali and just come back from Bali. So those who just come back from Bali, there are many of you here. 我要欢迎那个从巴厘岛回来的，也要恭喜你们的达标。I'm sure there are a lot of good things that we learn, or a lot of good energy that we receive in the trip for Bali. After so long, we have not been traveled to overseas. So that is where we all get to meet so many, how to say, excellent leaders from all around the world. So, and you are one of them. So 恭喜你们参加了巴厘岛的达标者，因为我们能够见到全球的精英，在那里我们学习了很多，让我们启发很多。其实你们就是其中的一个精英。So by attending the company event, you are actually bringing motivation, inspiration to other people, right? So same as when we want to receive inspiration from other people. 我们达标去参加这样的会议，我们就成为别人的激励，也成为别人的那个 motivation。所以同样的，我们去认识更多的人的时候，我们也得到了很多的激励。So we want to keep everything that we learn from Bali. There's a lot of things that we learn. A lot of people remember the last day, what Bruce Wang say, and then what Tian and Tao share with us. Yes, it's very impactful. But I just want to say one thing in summary. Even though the way they say it, the way, because they do it, so they say with passion, they say with high energy. So 他们在跟我们分享的时候，我们听到我们很激愤人心，是因为他们在做，他们讲的时候，那个味道是讲到很到位，它是让我们马上明白我们自己没有做到的地方。So 或者我们已经在做，但是我还没有做到位。So all these things that in summary, that what we heard from them is like, how can we turn that into action, you know, and make it into our own glory, right? So 我们怎么样把它转化成为我们自己的能量，这个是最重要的。So yeah, I want to thank you for everyone for the 85th royalty. And you have done very well. Let's give yourself a big round of applause, or maybe give me some heart in the chat room. Not give me, give yourself some heart in the chat room. Great job. Because as I always mention, our first quarter is the most challenging quarter. But if we stay thinking that it's very challenging, then our result will be challenging. Because we program ourselves to believe that it's not going to be good. Right? So 当我们认为它是一个很挑战的一个季度的时候，我们什么都不做，那你真的是面对了挑战，因为你什么事情都没有做。所以当你把它转换成能量的时候，整个季度就会不一样。So when we turn that into energy, our 85th royalty was the highest royalty period for the past many years, right? So that's why many of you are still achieving great results. So maybe let me go back to that one slide that we just want to share. Even though we don't have the result yet, but we are doing very well in the month of March. Melissa is sharing, right? It's so good to see so many faces in this key leader meeting. So I hope we will have more to come. I just have 2 slides in here. All right. Okay, let's take a look. Even though March has not been closed yet, I cannot compare to month. But if we compare year over year, at this moment, we are actually achieving 29% above last year. We have not closed yet. New member, we are slightly below because last month we have very, very high new member recruit. Supervisor, we are still 84% above last year. Manager, 127% above last year. And executive is 100% above last year. So it's why overall all the indicators are still good. 所以我们这些成绩还是比去年我们来的更精彩，还是更好的。So what about our royalty period? We actually have 51 loyalty achievers. This is like including all the expected to close. Some of them are still working, still a little bit to go. But we have 14 gold sash, we may have 15. And red sash, we have 2. At least we have 2. There was one quarter we don't have red sash, which is good and also not so good. Okay, we need to have all balance. Okay, and blue sash 22. Look at that. A lot of your new executive or new manager are also achieving sash level. And like we say, gold sash 2 on track. Any others? You click everything up. Red sash 3 still on track and blue sash 7 on track. And we have 13 new qualifiers in this quarter. So great job to every one of you that developing your next generation of leader. So 恭喜你们，你们持续在去培育你的下一代，所以成绩会越来越好。When you look at this such qualification, that also showing you that that's your royalty bonus, that's also your country pool bonus that is getting more and more. All right, so because all of you here receive country pool. All right, let's take a look. Do I still have slide? Okay, no, okay, you unshare? Okay, so I just want to share that we have just entered 86 royalty period. So we have passed right here, right now. We have made that decision right here, right now. We are going through to break through to excellent. That is our next royalty team, 86 royalty team. So how are we going to break through to excellence? 我们怎么样再次突破达到更卓越的成绩呢？ So we have to write on what we have done in the first quarter, and then how can we bring what those new member, new supervisor, new manager, new executive to the next level. So I know Melissa have just shared with you the new program. Are you all excited? So let me see. If you are excited, give a 888 in the chat room. Or you are confused. Very confused. Oh, okay, very good. And whenever we launch new program, every one of us are confused also. That is okay because you are hearing it for the first time. That is the reason why you must come into this key leader meeting. So you have the chance to ask questions first. Alright, 所以为什么你可以在这里？你如果还是 blur blur 的，是不要紧的。我们每个人听第一次都是 blur blur 的。我们自己在这边一直讲来讲去，还不是这样的，是要这样的，是这样的，不是这样。So we have to keep thinking how can we explain it better for you? But the most important thing is you have to do what you do best. 其实就是做你应该做的事情。Okay, why we request them to do 3,000 GB. So can anyone type in the chat room why we suddenly go focus on GB? 为什么我们 focus on GB? 有人写吗？ Or you can on your mics to say something. Can they on the mic? It's okay, you can have interact. GB actually is personal work. Group volume, personal work. 是做好个人工作. So it's personal work. Means if our new executive, if they don't do recruitment themselves, or our manager don't do recruitment themselves, they are not going to have a team. So 如果他不做招募的话，他不会建立小组。Right? If you are executive, if you don't do recruit, you will not have your first line. Your first generation will not be strong. So executive have to continue to recruit what more supervisor and manager because that is the starting point for them to move up to executive. That is the reason why we measure this time is only on GB. All right. So the GB, of course, if everyone do their own GB, their MV come out or not? They will achieve their MV. 所以每个人做自己的 GV 的时候，他一定是可以达到他的 MV 的。So that's why we don't even request them to recruit anybody, 8 person, and then 4 out of 5 must be auto ship and things. Those are the basic work already. 是我们没有很多的要求说你要招募几个人，要有几个 auto ship. But if you don't recruit, if you don't have auto ship, you don't have persistent sales. 你不会有稳定的业绩，所以变成招募跟 auto ship 是肯定要做的 ，right？ 才能够有稳定的业绩。So when you have steady sales, that is where you have residual income. Okay, so we always say that we want to build new image business because we want to have residual income. We want to achieve incomes like Steffi. Okay, every time we have to quote you like Steffi. So because but now you those people who come back from Bali, the highest income earning couple, they are young. They are only like 30 plus also. They are very young. They are earning 45 to 50,000 US dollar a month. A month. So you later you calculate now. Because 40,000 last time they share with us also 40,000, but that time US dollar is 3.8. Now they say they still earning 40,000, but now is because if you use exchange, they less already ma. So 40,000 is 4.6 or 4.7 now. So that income is very lucrative. But if they can do it, why can't we? And people who they are the highest income earner in the world, in new image world. 他们是全球最高收入的一对夫妇。But their first meeting is 5 a.m. in the morning. 5 a.m. Not first meeting, not breakfast club, not one-to-one business opportunity meeting. That is 事业说明会，第一个5点早上5点半。So one day they have 8 business opportunity meeting. So why I still want to talk about this is because you are my key leader here. You are the top of this entire Malaysia group. But I didn't ask you to wake up 5 o'clock to do meeting lah. Then somebody husband will say, this business have to start 5:30. So, okay. But what I'm trying to say is plan our work well. Make sure we work with our member. Make sure everyone do their personal work. When you are very good in your personal work, then you can teach your downline to do. So yes, I always mention learn, do, and teach. 学做教, right? But if you don't learn yourself from other people, and then you go and do it, then you cannot teach. What we learn from Bali, now is the time to put in action. So like Ken encourage every one of us, do your system. I thought the Malaysia punya Sharon Lu pun cakap sama juga. Do your system, right? So set up your own system. Teach your people to have the system. And Taiwan Bruce Wang said the same also. 请你跟我这样说，请你跟我这样做。Right? That is exactly like learn, do, and teach. Right? In summary, maybe different language, but it's the same focus. So what do you need to do? 86 royalty. Give yourself 3 years. I always say start from this royalty. All right, Steffi, reset. Start from this royalty. All right. So she already reset every quarter. So for the past 3 years, every quarter she reset. So that is the reason why we can see the result that she's achieved. And once again, we want to congratulate Brand New for being recognized as the international network, top international network recruiter organization. Congratulations to Steffi and Brand New team. All right, so when you do all this, you will accumulate all the result to your business. All right, so just now I mentioned you must do personal work. 个人的工作是很重要的. It starts from drinking product, consume product, sharing product, and recruit people. And when that also lead me to say congratulations to Maggie Bay who also being recognized as top international personally recruiter. All right, so she has the highest personal recruit and 72,000 MV. I always say, kalau you other Maggie punya upline, you already have 7,000 to 10% GV commission already, right? Sorry, not GV, MV commission, first generation. So that's why don't look down on the GV. So that's why just now the program, we only request them to focus on GV. That also why nobody asked the question of why this one only for first 1 star and 2 star, 3 star don't have 3 star for country pool. If you develop your people to achieve their MV, they achieve their pay rank, your Ruby rank and Emerald rank, all you achieve your country pool already. All right. So it's time for you to take up your leadership to develop more people. Okay, I have one slide to share with everyone when you want to set goal for your new royalty. Wow, this one I do this chart sampai my computer hang a few times. Okay, I think what Bruce shared with us, I translate into this to you. That anyway, 86 royalty you have to set goal. 每一个新的季度你都要重新设定你的目标 right? So what Bruce mentioned is focus on 3 things. Start from a dot. That dot is you. Okay, 1 dot. But you develop 3 executives. Of course, as a diamond executive, you need 8 legs. But what he trying to say, focus on 3 people at least minimum achieve ruby rank. Okay, at least minimum. Of course, you still need the 8. That doesn't mean that you don't need the 8. Let's say we just quote example like you just develop 3 executive ruby rank. It starts from you. He call it as a dot. All right, 3 executive under your first generation, and then also develop them and coach them to develop 3 under them. Same thing like you in your second generation. All right. So when they do the 3 executives do the same, 那当我们的第一代的3个红宝石总监在做在栽培他自己的3个红宝石总监的话 ，how many executives you have? You have 9 executives in your organization. All right. So now just calculate if you have 9 executives in your organization times 80,000. You already have 720,000. And Steffi punya volume. 720,000 NV. Just 2 generations only. Right? So same thing, you teach that when you have the system, your second generation, they also pandai-pandai develop their own 3 executives each. Now your third generation, you have 27 executives. Right? So that is how from 1 thought to 1 line, and then from 1 line to 1 organization, right? Until your third generation. If you duplicate the same thing down again to your 4th generation, that is like how many here? 81 executives in your 4th generation. And in total, if you just count 81 times 80,000 MV, you already have 6.4 million MV. You remember I did say that our comp plan, if we do it well, we do our system well, your income minimum is 150 to 200,000 a month. This is exactly what Ten and House have been doing. If they are earning about 45,000 US dollars, now today is about 4.6 I use, they are earning 200,000. This is possible. And their requirement is so much more difficult than Malaysia. So I just show you this. I want you to say this is like if you continue, this 81 executives, they also develop 3. So you have 243 executives in your entire organization. I just say these are 243 executives. Each one of them, let's say this is Ruby. Each one of them have 1,000 members. Your infinity pool is a lot of commission. Your infinity pool, and it's very easy for you to achieve your RV. It's very easy for you to achieve your pay rank, that you also have the chance to earn your diamond, chairman diamond pool. So you will, sapu all the bonuses that prepare for you. So, but you have to start here. You start yourself. You have to be the leader. Lead by example. All right, you have to, what is leading by example? It's like you have to consume the product, you have to share the product, you have to recruit people, you have to conduct your system. It starts from you. I just have to say a little bit of disappointment here. And we promote K29 in this month and to next month. Actually, overall, our sales have increased about more than 180% or nearly 200%. However, if we have more than 3,000 active members, if each one of us promote one can to one customer or to one member, one active member, we should have achieved 3,000 can of K29. So 你看到吗？如果团队有500个人都是 active 的，或者300个人是 active 的，公司推出的那个促销，我们每一个人拿1套的话，你的团队就可以卖掉300套的产品。So that is where you have to be the leader to lead by example, right? So you have to promote first. Good example, like maybe just now when Melissa was, sharing the program. Maybe some of you are, maybe my thinking about my executive, you should think like, oh, this executive can achieve it, that executive can achieve it. Maybe this one have a little bit of challenges. Never mind, I will help him or her to achieve it. As a leader, your mindset should be turning that impossible to become possible. So 如果我们是一个领导，我们大团队的领导，我们是他们的希望，我们就是要把我们认为不可能的事情变成可能。So 我们可以怎样做？如果我开始想，这个东西是很好啦，有1300、1388，但是哇，我这个人不能呢，这个阿莫也不能呢，那个阿黑也不可以嘞，这样没有人会达标。Alright， so 如果你觉得他们不可以，但是我去 motivate 他，我去帮他做规划，他一定可以做得到。So we have to always thinking, how can we help our team member to achieve their goal? So now I just want to encourage you to do that. It's like you have these 3 key people in your first line, at least 3 to 4, because you are diamond or you are executive. As an executive, you must have 6, right? As a diamond, you must have 8. You must minimum talk to your 8 key people or 6 people. Set goal for 86, royalty. What way from here to there, what they want to achieve? 在85到86，他们要成长，那个成长的幅度是你要跟他规划的 ，alright? So the degree of improvement, you have to personally plan with them. But you must do it. You have to lead by example. You must have planned first. Where do you want to go? You yourself, where do you want to go? Like if I have not meet diamond pair rank, so how far I am now? If I'm only at Ruby, I want to go back to Emerald first. From Ruby to Emerald is a double volume, 80 to 160,000. What do I need to do from 80 to 160,000? I need more recruitment. I need more people in my organization to be active. So we have a lot of people in our BRC that are no longer buying. Can we revive them? Okay. How long have you not doing home party? How long have you not doing your organization recognition? How long have you not doing personal coaching one-to-one or a core team meeting. So revise that, do that. I can tell you, like I always want to say, if you do it, I can almost guarantee you that your improvement. 所以我跟你说，就是如果你做的话，我真的可以说保证你一定会有成长。但是你不做，我也可以保证你不会有成长。Right? So if you don't do it, I can also guarantee you, you are not going to grow. You're not going to grow in your organization. You're not going to grow in your MV. So that's why we cannot do the same thing, expect different result. 所以我们不能一直做重复的东西，但是我们想要有不同样的成绩 ，right？ 是我讲的，你要简单的事情重复做，但是你有重复做吗？是你还没有达到，所以就要做精致的做 ，right？ So that's why we have to do the things that we need to do all the time, put in action. It's always very nice feeling to hear from people to give us inspiration, motivation. But how can we take this, turn it into our own? That's very important, right? So, and this is very crucial. You set goal. You just imagine if you have 3 to 4 people in your first line doing it together with you, and they go and talk to their 3 to 4 people. And their 3 to 4 people go and settle with their 3 to 4 people. It's exactly same as this one. You will have this entire organization move together in the royalty, 86 royalty. You just imagine if 243 people recruit 1 people. Every month you have 243 new members. So we say from this new member, we expect 50% to become supervisor. Cannot lah. Okay. Our statistics, company statistic is about 24%. So if you have 40 supervisor in your entire organization, and then 40 of them, half of them become manager, or maybe just 1/4 of them become manager. 15 of them become manager. 15 of them become manager. They become executive, maybe 5 of them. So that is where you see your entire 86 royalty, how you multiply. How you multiply your volume. 你看到吗？如果我们只是跟几个人一起工作，他们又跟几个人去工作，规划，每一个人都要有一个3年的计划的话，再把它变成1年的计划。再把它变成1个季度的计划，再把它分成1个月度的计划，每个月度的计划再把它分成每一周的计划，然后再把它分成每一天要做的，所以你一定可以做完。Alright, so I stop sharing. So actually, I think I have been saying this over and over and over again. So, but it must put in action. So me and my team, especially the network team, Melissa and Oliver, we all are committed to support you. Reach out to us, like who you want to develop. But again, we won't do it for you. We want to coach you to do it. Okay, 我们要教导你去做，引导你去做，辅导你去做。然后你会做了之后，你才会教 ，right? So that's why it's very important that 86 royalty is going to start tomorrow, right? 明天就开始了。So I know a lot of organizations have already set their goal. They already set their goal for 86 royalty. They're already talking about their action plan. So 所以我们要快。Right, so but if you go alone, this one is brand new punya team. If you go alone, you can go very fast. Boleh jalan cepat-cepat, okay? But you go in a group, you can go very far. Right, you can go very far. So that is very important. And I just want to share with the team here. Some of you are not in Bali. When we go there, we see Taiwan have more than 200 people attending. 在台湾有200多位的领导参加了这一个巴厘岛的旅行。So out of which in their group here, they have 1 family, 3 generations in the same business. All right, it started with their grandfather and grandmother. When they do it so well, they recruit their son or their daughter to become their downline. And when their daughter and son is doing so well, their son or daughter grow up, they become new image executive also. So when they go travel, it's such a beautiful picture. The entire family are in Bali, 3 generations. So if they can do it, and 20 years ago, they can start the business like that, I think we all are very young. We can still travel with new image, like a lot of young here. So it's about, maybe the oldest is 40 years old. If you can still work until 80 years old, like Taiwan executive, you are going to travel with new image for the next 40 years. So 接住下来的40年，你会跟新美去环游世界。So that's why I play Bruce Huang video again and again because I also want to learn the way he say things, the way he put it together, the context, 那个内容多么的丰富。He say, if you want to see yourself in 3 years' time, okay, in 3 years. So today, you have to work hard. Just work hard, 咬紧牙根，辛苦一阵子，享乐一辈子。To the Chinese, you understand. He just say, work hard. Maybe you will feel difficult for just a short period, but you will earn and